Okay guys, welcome back to Teal House Farm. It's that time. It is time for another recipe from the canning pantry. Excuse the background noise, I'm actually canning today as well. And so because the stovetop and my time has been taken up this afternoon with canning, we're going to do a real quick meal for dinner from the canning pantry. So today we're going to make Mexican, like a zesty Mexican rice bowl. And we're just going to use a bunch of stuff from the canning pantry to put it together real fast. Now the kids are not humongous fans of Mexican food, so we're going to leave some of these things that I'm going to show you out of their bowls, and they're going to get more just like rice and a little bit of meat. And so we're also going to serve this with watermelon and some chips and guacamole, because I know that the kids will not devour these bowls like Sam and I will, because they're not a big fan of Mexican food right now. So they're still pretty little. So let me show you what you need. Okay, if you are a person who does not like your food touching, this is not the recipe for you, because basically we're going to make a layered bowl. And to make the bowl, first thing we're going to do is we're going to make some of this Mexican rice that we put together with our vacuum sealer. And I'll link that below. So it's all seasoned, all ready to go. So we're going to get that going. It takes about 17 minutes to cook. And then on top of that Mexican rice, we're going to add some onions, some peppers, some tomatoes, a little bit of corn, and I thought about just doing a vegetarian one with black beans, but I think Sam would really like some meat. So we're actually going to put a little bit of our barbecue goat meat on top. And then on top of that, we'll do some cheese and a little bit of sour cream. And I also thought we could mix in on the side a little bit of lettuce from our garden to give it a little bit of a crunch so the bowl's not just all mushy. And then we're going to make some guacamole, like I said, and have some chips and some watermelon on the side. Okay, so let's get started. The first thing we need to do is to make our rice. So to use our pre-made rice mixes from our pantry, we just need to do 2 similar sized jars. So 2 pints in this case worth of water, bring it to a boil with a little bit of butter, and then once it's at a boil, we'll dump in the rice mixture and simmer for about 17 to 20 minutes. Simmer it covered. It's just like making rice-a-roni without the rice-a-roni cost. Okay, first things first, we need a small pan. I'm going to sneak it in there behind my canner. We're going to add 2 pints of water, bring it to a boil, add a tablespoon of butter, and then dump in our rice mixture. And then we're just going to cover it and bring it down to a simmer and let it do its job for 17 minutes. And while that's going on, we'll get everything else ready. First, we're going to open and drain the black beans that we canned at home. You could really use any kind of bean you wanted, but I have a lot of black beans in the pantry, so we'll use these. We're just going to give them a rinse to get some of that extra protein goo off of them. And then we're also going to go ahead and open our other jars. So we're going to drain our onions. That's a half pint, and a half pint of peppers. I'm just doing bell peppers, but you could do spicy peppers if you wanted to. We're also going to go ahead and drain all of the liquid out of the meat. We're not going to keep the barbecue sauce for this. I shred fresh lettuce from the garden. And then we're going to find another pot and squeeze it behind my other canner. And in that I put about a tablespoon of butter that I melted, and then I poured in the onions and the peppers and the black beans that we drained and rinsed. We're going to cook those for just a few minutes to warm them up. Meanwhile, if you're a culinary purist, look away. I'm going to heat this corn up in the microwave because I have no space left on my stovetop. And I'm going to add a pinch of salt and a little bit of garlic powder, maybe about a half teaspoon of garlic powder, and about a half teaspoon of smoked paprika to our bean, onion, and pepper mixture to give it a little bit more flair, to make the bowl a little more exciting. All right, and then while that's all going on, we're gonna go ahead and peel the avocados and get ready to make guacamole. I peel avocados like they're apples. I know you're not supposed to, it's just how I've always done it. I know you're supposed to cut them in half and then pop out the core. It's probably easier, but old habits die hard. So I do 3 avocados, and then I just bought a package of pre-mixed guacamole spice. We're not gonna make that all from scratch today, and we just mush that together. Our corn is done, so we're going to switch it out for the meat and just put that in to warm it up. And then we're going to go ahead and make our bowls because it's all ready. First thing, let's make the kids' bowls. We're not going to give them everything because I know that there's certain things they won't eat. So they're going to get a scoop of the Mexican rice. Remember, this has been pre-spiced in the container that I made a long time ago and vacuum sealed in the pantry. And we add a little bit of the tomatoes and some of our warmed up corn, and they get some of the black bean mixture. And it looks like that. Then I realized I forgot to put cheese on all the kids' bowls, which that'll cause a mutiny at the dinner table, so a quick rush over to fix that problem. And then I make Sam and my dinner. So same thing, we'll start with the rice as the base, and then we'll kind of do some corn and some tomatoes. We're just going around the bowl, making little piles of each. Some of the fresh lettuce, and some of the black bean and pepper and onion mixture, and finally some of our barbecue goat meat. And since we drained the barbecue sauce off, it has just a little bit of flavor, but it's not overwhelmingly barbecue. Top that with some shredded cheese.
What?
Oh, no! I hate summer. Okay. Looks good. Met by some skepticism from little people. All right, go, JJ.
I mean, it doesn't look bad because there's rice and corn and I like that.
Well, it looks delicious.
But I don't want it to be.
What do you think, JJ?
Did you try the
My God.
guacamole?
It's a kind of.
Did you try the guacamole?
Did you eat it?
Not yet. No, I want guacamole. Where's the cheese?
It's melted now.
I want to try the guacamole. I already tried a little bit.
What do you think, Goob Goobs?
I already tried a little bit. Hey, Patty. I'll try.
Now you're here for the chips. Pat's here for the watermelon.
Patty, do you want some guacamole? Molly.
Trying some guacamole.
Pat thinks that the guacamole looks weird, so he doesn't want to eat it.
All right, Daddy, give it a taste test for the video.
Yummy. What are you using?
Did you put guacamole in?
No, but we can add it in.
Okay, I think I might take some. And some sour cream.
Guacamole. Is sour cream in
Mmm, that's really good.
That's goat meat, too. That I can't. You guys don't have any goat meat. You just have the black beans.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
That's good.
What's the squishy stuff?
Black beans.
No, the
And
squishy stuff.
onions. Okay, there you go. Another simple dinner from the canning pantry. It was easy. It went together really fast. Everything was ready before the rice was done. The rice only takes 17 minutes, so highly recommend. I will help you. All right, everybody say bye.
Bye.